Let's get started. The union members cannot the kind of compensation plan they want. A. Agree on. B. Agree to. C. Agree with. D. Get agree with. The correct answer is A. She has no conception, block the performance of her duties. A. As to. B. As with. C. With. D. As on. The correct answer is A. The witness testified block the defendant's early life. A. As to. B. As on. C. About. D. With. The correct answer is C. About. It is essential that harmony prevail blank the departments. A. Between. B. Among. C. With. D. With all. The correct answer is B. Among. Please blank the book with you the next time you come to my office. A. Take. B. Bring. C. Carry. D. Bring along. The answer is B. Bring. The friendliness blank the Philippine Foreign Minister and American Secretary of State promoted harmony. A. Between. B. With both. C. With. D. Of both. The correct answer is letter A. Between. Since Mr. De La Cruz was elected president of the organization, the members blank better socials. A. Enjoyed. B. Are enjoying. C. Have enjoyed. D. Had enjoyed. And the correct answer is letter C. Have enjoyed. I was filing when I returned, but I blanked the report that time. A. Was typing. B. Was still typing. C. I'm typing. D. Had been typing. The correct answer is letter D. The Congolese refugees painted a blank picture of their suffering in the hands of the Chadian rebels. A. Ubiquitous. B. Exciting. C. Poignant. D. Blatant. And the correct answer is letter C. Poignant. It's plain to see, said she. There are too many ands in that sentence. A. It's plain to see, said she. There are too many ands in that sentence. B. It's plain to see, said she. There are too many N's in that sentence. C. It's plain to see, said she. There are too many N in that sentence. D. It's plain to see, said she. There are too many N's in that sentence. And the correct answer is letter B. Suffrage is a privilege in a democracy. Those who are deprived of their voting rights are normally A. Penalized, B. Criminally liable, C. Disenfranchised, D. Imprisoned. The correct answer is letter C. Disenfranchised. Join the street rallies and demonstrations, shouted the rallyist. What was asked of the crowd? A. Sympathy for a cause, B. Apathy for a cause, C. Empathy for a cause, D. Avoidance of the action. The correct answer is letter A. Sympathy for a cause. The statement, I am used to the same tales, means there was redundancy, B. There is nothing new, C. There is great news, D. This is original. The correct answer is letter C. There is great news. The personal manager told the labor representative, we have to reduce our workforce. What does this mean? A. Workers have to be more efficient. B. Workers are required to take their forced leaves. C. Workers are warned of possible layoffs. The correct answer is letter C. Workers are warned of possible layoffs. Some media people are charged of corruption. They are branded as A. Commissioners, B. Corruptors, C. Media grafters, D. Envelope mentalist. The correct answer is letter D. Envelope mentalist. She ignored the doctor's recommendation that she blank smoking should stop. B. Stop. C. Will stop. D. Stops. The correct answer is letter A. Should stop. When I came home, the children still blunked dinner. A. Didn't finish. B. Haven't finished. C. Hadn't finished. D. Hasn't finished. The correct answer is letter C. Hadn't finished. She claimed she blanked there. A. Has never been. B. Have never been. C. Had never been. D. Had not been. The correct answer is letter C. Had never been. Neither of them blank expert on the subject. A are, B is a, C is an, D is. The correct answer is letter C is an. It costs twice blank I thought it would. A as much as, B as much, C more than, D most. The correct answer is A as much as. The blank you become, the less time you have for reading. A. More busy, B. Busier, C. Busiest, D. More busier. The correct answer is B. Busier. She was much different, blank I expected. A. Than, B. From what, C. From, D. Than what. The correct answer is letter B. From what. We have described that blank is more important from than being bright. A. To be diligent, B. Want to be diligent, C. Diligence, D. Being diligent. The correct answer is letter D. Being diligent. Weightlifter is for strength. A. Marathoner is for endurance. B. Hiker is for agility. C. Goalie is for skill. D. Dancer is for speed. And the correct answer is letter A. Marathoner is for endurance. Lubricant is for friction. A. Speed is for drag. B. Motor is for electricity. C. Muffler is for noise. D. Insulator is for heat. The correct answer is letter C. Muffler is for noise. In his address, the regional director exhorted the teachers to discover and blank each student's blank talents. A. Develop intrinsic. B. Justify gratuitous. C. Redirect specialty. D. Uplift and recognize. The correct answer is letter A. Develop each student's intrinsic talents. The enforcers feel that the blank shown by the judges to first offenders unfortunately blank many youngsters to embark on a life crimes. A. Harshness predisposes. B. Clemency encourages. C. Indifference directs. D. Understanding condemns. And the correct answer is letter C. Indifference directs. As long as our political leaders would emulate the virtues of the great leaders of our country, we shall have economic and social progress. What does the word emulate mean? A. Set free. B. Embolden. C. Encourage. D. Imitate. Emulate means D. Imitate. I can safely vouchsafe you a fair return for your investments. A. Borrow. B. Grant. C. Punish. D. Qualify. The letter of the correct answer is letter B. Grant. The deal was held in abeyance until her arrival from a sales convention. A. Obedience. B. Absence. C. Familiar. D. Suspended. Abeyance means D. Suspended. The boy gave a furtive look at his classmates' test paper. A. Coy. B. Sneaky. C. Abortive. D. Underhanded. Furtive means B. Sneaky. All attempts to denigrate the character of our president have failed. A. Deceive. B. Diminish. C. Malign. D. Build up. Denigrate means B. Diminish. I must remonstrate about the lack of police protection in our area. A. Protest. B. Resign. C. Restate. D. Reject. Remonstrate means A. Protest. Unless we find a witness to corroborate your evidence, it will not stand courts. A. Collaborate. B. Negate. C. Interpret. D. Confirm. And the correct answer is letter D. Corroborate means confirm. He preyed upon gullible people who easily believe his stories. A. Incredulous. B. Easily deceived. C. Fickle. D. Indifferent. Gullible means B. Easily deceived. The lawyer objected that the testimony being offered was not germane to the case on hand. A. Original. B. Relevant. C. Connected. D. Assisting. Germane means letter B. Relevant. His speeches were aimed at the plebeian minds and emotions. A. Sophisticated. B. Pragmatic. C. Persuade. D. Common. Plebeian means D. Common. People disliked his sly ways but granted him a certain vulpine intelligence. A. Surprise. B. Careful. C. Wily. D. Cunning. Vulpine means D. Cunning. Easy access to credit encourages people to become spendthrift. A. Stingy. B. Sophisticated. C. Spendard. D. Moneyed. Spendthrift means C. Spender. I think it is impolitic to raise the issue at this point in time because the public is too emotional about it. A. Advisable. B. Explosive. C. Unwise. D. Apolitical. Impolitic means C. Unwise. Congratulations, you passed. Always remember, you are Let Passer. Dream, believe, achieve. Please subscribe my YouTube channel for more Let reviewers. Thank you so much.